Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. It's very unfortunate to hear that Trump has started a war in Iran. Now is the perfect, even more of like a destitute for everyone to start using their intuition. All right, don't be guided by other people's ideology of how they think the world should be. Not everything can be solved by war. All right, so now you're looking at the emotions. All right, you got to rely on your own intuition. Please, I heard in my dream we're going for a revolution. All right, you have to use your intuition. Walk away from people, things, and places that are not reliable. Okay, you have to have that relationship with yourself so you can recognize your intuition to protect you from outside forces. All right, so we're looking at the energy of balance. You have to balance the feminine and masculine energy within you to create, okay, your protection bubble. All right, so we have to go into the intuition, take that leap of faith, all right? Go and look at your own uniqueness, all right? Look at your own individuality by using your intuition. Go by faith, okay? Not by sight. Use your intuition to create, okay, from your intuition, all right? Because people are being very rebellious when it comes to breaking through society structure, okay? To act like they're independent and original, but they're just a bunch of bullies. All right, don't be bullied out of your own light or out of your own power. Okay, remember the soul is the fire sign element. All right, is born to love, is about romance, is about intuition. That's the lesson of power, not gunpowders. All right, or creating wars of destruction. No, karma will knock at your door. Karma don't care about your color, all right, your gender. They don't care. All right, look at your own intuition, take your leap of faith. All right, some of you's looking at monetary matters, planting a new foundation when it comes to self-love. All right, pour that love into you so you can pour that love outside of you and attract your soul family. All right, you can plant a foundation. We're going through a war, a spiritual war, as well as outside war. Okay, but you have to balance with the feminine and masculine energy. Don't be too masculine. Okay, you seem to be pit holes. All right, maybe towards you, probably creating a foundation before, or when it comes to money matters. All right, someone's looking at being studious. Maybe some of you looking at going into university or college. All right, keep going. All right, because the soul always needs information. Okay, it's not all about money. Okay, so someone's looking deeply with passion, getting their hands dirty. All right, maybe somebody wants to cement over the pit holes, okay, and start all over again. Because when we're starting all over again, every ending has a new beginning. Someone's creating a new foundation, working on balancing the feminine and masculine energy within you to protect you from outside forces. Maybe someone got a letter about an ending of a project, maybe a beginning of a project, or somebody was looking at ending someone's life for a project, for money, for monetary matters. Someone got a letter. Okay, it's very distressful, so they're walking away from people, things, and places. Trust the intuition, okay? You could be looking at ending a secret, a ritual, a cult maybe, or power. We're looking at the death, all right? We're looking at regeneration. We're trying to cut generational curses, all right? Don't be too sexual. It creates spiritual warfare within yourself, all right? Somebody was ending maybe shared assets with someone when it comes to finances, legacy, or a will. Someone's very passionate about ending someone's foundation, taking that leap of faith. Someone went into impulsively trying to create an ending for someone's foundation, but someone's very passionate about a happily ever after when it comes to the 10 of cups. All right, we're looking at adventure. Maybe you was ending being a player, some of you, or some of you ending being promiscuous with a person that's an earth sign person, maybe, or a Scorpio person. Someone's looking at the desire maybe to end an adventure when it comes to sex or something, because it creates spiritual warfare. Someone has very passionate when it comes to planting a foundation. They're looking at bringing the mind to calmer waters. All right, because it was difficult planting a foundation maybe on promiscuity, or it was a difficulty in the mind when it comes to having a passion for maybe ending something, maybe soulmate. Somebody wants to end maybe an Aquarius person, a soulmate. We're looking at unaliveness, we're looking at the passion, we're looking at promiscuity, we're looking at adventure, we're looking at a fight. Someone rode into someone's life, demanding a fight. That's in the air, of the heart. Maybe King of Wands is looking at this fight, coming to calmer waters, okay? Maybe somebody was doing verbal, mental, physical abuse, intimidation, slandering. Somebody wanting to win at any cost when it comes to stagnations. When it comes to lying, stealing, cheating, someone's going for a very painful ending, but walking out with the truth, nothing but the truth, because now you're seeing the vampire energy. Someone feels defeated when it comes to relocating, going passionately into the energy of Scorpio endings, all right? When it comes to monetary matters, someone got a letter, okay? Maybe about work. Someone's working on self-mastery, okay, to be self-sufficient. Maybe someone independently going into recognition, rewards, focusing on work. Someone's ending with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person when it comes to work, because maybe they need to end that thought, that passion of unalivement for a soulmate, maybe an Aquarius person. Gemini person is maybe looking at working, spying, stalking, being very studious. Someone's working, someone's stalking someone's work. Someone's looking at someone's work. Someone's plagiarizing. Someone wants an ending for an Empress, maybe a Taurus or Libra person, very passionate about this feeling. So now we're looking at curiosity. Someone's very curious about someone's independence, but maybe a Libra person, a friend, is heartbroken. They're thinking about heartbreak. They're very passionate about this heartbreak because they love the work of maybe an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a single person, very self-sufficient, very passionate about their work. But someone's very passionate about breaking someone's heart that's very single, self-sufficient. Could be talking to single people. Be passionate about using your heart as the seat of the soul to create a beginning after an ending. No matter how much people are passionate about endings of innocent people, use your intuition to bring your mind out of calmer waters. There seems to be a war, a fight, a destruction. Someone's very passionate about proving a point. But now we're heartbroken about happily ever after. Somebody probably heartbroken about saying away to a happily ever after and went to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, or went into the energy of money. So now we're looking at difficult situation when it comes to the mind. Now there's fights over money. When you follow the energy of greed, it only creates contention and war, you know. You've got to balance the feminine energy inside of yourself. You need to seek that feminine energy, all right? Because that's the imagination, that's the nurturer, okay? That's the intuition, the psychic gifts. Because now we're looking at someone's angry about a very distorted feminine. Maybe looking at a turning point, maybe a Queen of Wands, very angry, jealous. Maybe she's very vengeful. Maybe she's looking at a difficult situation when it comes to coming into a fight. I don't understand how jealousy. How can people not know people, learn about people's work, and hate them so much that you want to end their work, end their foundation, end their heart, end everything of their foundation, but you don't know this person? That's what you call madness of the mind. The mind is always stuck in a difficult situation. So someone's pushing their values onto people and is creating difficulties to a family. I can see family fight, slander. Seems to be slander going towards this family. That's the passion in the air. So now someone's looking at coming out of a family situation, out of difficulties. Or someone maybe thought an air sign was difficult and walked away. Maybe they were here to say gone tomorrow, but they walked into a fight instead. Maybe a Leo person coming to calmer waters. Maybe thinking about a Tower moment, or a Gemini person. Think about destruction, wars, want a recognition, want to be rewarded for it. A fight, a war, a destruction, a Tower moment, building things on false ground. And when you build things on false ground, you don't want it to come down, do you? Because there's too many shadows to be seen, too many lies. Too many lies, stealing, cheating, someone acting like a friend to a friend. We're looking at victory when it comes to happily ever after a heartbreak. Please use your intuition, collective. That's how you protect your family, all right? Because now there's energy in the air over a family, maybe. A water sign family. Or maybe a fire sign family. Somebody wants a battle of earth angels, but you've got to have patience when it comes to this battle. 2 earth angels, maybe an air sign person, a Leo person. They seem to be facing a battle when it comes to work, when it comes to maybe a book, maybe. Because now we're looking at defending the work, our belief, taking that leap of faith. Someone's using their intuition, the right intuition. Okay? For their ships to come in. Someone's looking at someone's work. Heartbroken. Use your intuition, collective. That's how you protect yourself from outside forces. Someone's looking at their self-mastery, self-craftsman, standing up for their belief, using their intuition to complete their foundation. Yes, it's a heartbreak, but don't close the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. Balance the feminine, masculine energy in you. Don't go into people's war, because it's all about passion, promiscuity and all that, you know. So now someone's thinking about ending generational curses, but up at night, maybe a Gemini person. Gemini person's up at night about many deaths, maybe. Maybe fucking Trump, the dickhead. That just a passion about ending people, ending people's happiness for his own little victory. You know? Creating battles and not like solutions. And now there's a group of people now, difficult minds. Someone voted for someone and they thought they have calmer waters, but they went into a battle. And now the earth angels are here. We have to stand up for our beliefs. We have to start working on self-mastery, self-craftsman, start looking within yourself to plant your foundation. Let's stop breaking generational curses. Stop breaking people's hearts because you're into promiscuity, because your mind is difficult, your mind is sick. Stop spreading your mind, your disease. So now maybe King of Wands is up at night, worried. Maybe about his happy ever after. But the mind's coming to calmer waters because he had to face a fight when it comes to an earth sign person or a Cancer person maybe, or a Gemini person. Because now we're looking at sparking ideas. Maybe this masculine's mind's come to calmer waters because now we're looking at victory. Maybe someone's cut off an earth sign person when it comes to like letting go. Maybe someone let go of control because the card just ripped. It just rips, man. Now the speed, you see, ooh! Oh my, I just said that. Look, and the speed, because they let go. Now there's speed to a lifestyle change after worry of darkness, you know. Now there's speed, yeah, speed, balance. For the soul of the self. Someone doesn't want me to talk because someone's been cut off. People are talking. People are talking. People let go of control. Now there's speed. Speed. Speed is good, but as long as you use your intuition. Use your intuition. I can see calmer waters to the mind will give you reward. You'll be happy. Yeah, just talk to God, talk to your ancestors and hold on to the truth. And it will bring you victory because you've got the earth angel, the angel speaking to you to create heaven on earth with your intuition. So you can bring in your 9 of Cups, wish come true, material abundance, good health, good wealth, because you're doing that in relationship with yourself, balancing the feminine and masculine energy in you. Talk to God, talk to your ancestors. You're going to have that victory and your mind will come to calmer waters after a battle. So now someone feels defeated. Maybe a Sagittarius person. Or maybe an air sign person. Patience in a battle. Someone's going to feel defeated, thinking they're going into a battle with victory. But maybe they're thinking about the situation. They're going to feel defeated. An air sign person will feel defeated. Or maybe a Leo person. When it comes to an idea of relocating into a war, maybe. King of Pentacles. Feels backstabbed, betrayed, up at night. Maybe a Gemini person. Maybe a Gemini person has got this person worried. Or this King of Pentacles is worried about a Gemini person doing too many swift changes, not thinking. So a business person, an investor, is up at night about someone's impulsive behaviour. Yeah, when it comes to like projects, resources, you know, resources. Yeah. Resources and financial stability, security. When it comes to maybe, why did I see GPA? Judgment. Someone's under judgment. Maybe a Queen of Cups, going to calmer waters. Empress is single, but looking at the secret. Queen of Swords, the Empress. A Leo person is working, thinking about the Empress, different perspective, lifestyle change as the divine masculine. guided by the angels, maybe being stuck looking at options with the King of Cups when it comes to your wish fulfillment. You don't got to use your intuition, man. It's so important. We're going through some dark times, man. Wages have not gone up for a long time, but products are going up, you know. It's about protecting the self. You can't keep protecting materialism like this. Don't you realise that most men, especially men of colour, they do like security. They do like hosting when it comes to football events, you know. It's always that protection. It's always protecting other people's resources. That's what it feels like. We've got to make that massive change, you know. Have faith in your ancestors so we can make lifestyle changes, but with your intuition. And they bring in reliability. Maybe someone's thinking of an Aquarius person, being very reliable as the earth angel, as a star seed. Take it as it resonates, you know. Depends what you believe in. It depends on your own experiences as well. Because with my experiences from a child, every time I look at my intuition or my dreams, it's always taking me out of sticky situations because I work with the intuition, self-mastery, you know. This is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our flaws, all right? Someone's taking that leap of faith into healing or inspiration. Take that risk. Use your intuition. No baggage, no expectations. Someone's looking at maybe money matters when it comes to monetary, to plant a foundation. Seems to be a pit hole. But we're looking at taking that foundation and creating a happily ever after. All right? Maybe someone's looking at a message, but they had to turn their back on happily ever after for a minute because they had to look at a foundation or a letter about unalignment, about a fight that someone wants to win at any cost, maybe an air sign person. It's looking at a foundation when it comes to maybe a war or unaligned. Gemini person is bringing people into too much worries, anxieties about deaths of innocent people. They're very passionate about this. They're thinking it's bringing people's mind to calmer waters, but it's not. It's coming into more war, from one war into another. It's going to make us into entrapment. It's an entrapment, man. Someone can't face it, maybe a Gemini person, when it comes to planting a foundation. Because someone's up at night worried about spying or looking at someone's work and copying it, maybe, when it comes to intuition. Because someone's defending their work, maybe, and like Gemini person's heartbroken, maybe about a contract, a friend. Because someone's walking away, ending for a new beginning, very passionate. Maybe someone's walking away from a Taurus person or a Pisces person. I mean, Scorpio person. It's like the desire to walk away, to seek the self. Self-mastery, self-reflection. Someone's walking away from maybe secrets, rituals, cults, maybe power as well. Because power comes from the intuition. It doesn't come from money, all right, or copying people. So now we're looking at death. Every ending has a new beginning. So someone's creating their new beginning by using the intuition to do generational curses. Cut generational curses, because people are creating generational curses through sexual activities. That creates as well spiritual warfare when you're too passionate about promiscuity. So now we're looking at walking away from people, things, and places, because somebody was looking for shared assets or finances, or someone looking at someone's legacy. Somebody's looking at someone's deeds, so they had to walk away. So they couldn't really look or focus on a happily ever after just yet. It was more to focus on work. All right. So now someone maybe has a battle with a Leo person, or a Leo person has a battle with the passion, has a battle with not being promiscuous, or has a battle with an earth sign person when it comes to maybe investments, projects, maybe when it comes to promotion. Maybe someone wanted to promote someone into maybe a marriage or something, but it was a marriage of convenience. It was a black widow that had to walk away. It's shameful. Someone can't face it. Someone can't face being alone. Someone can't work by themselves. Because someone's walking away. Because there's too much conflict, rivals. No one's listening to each other when it comes to just happiness, isn't it? There's no common ground for happiness. Everyone's happiness means something different. Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Just like money is not the root to all evil. It depends on the hands and the heart of the beholder, the hands and the heart of the beholder. That's what brings conflicts, you know, rivals, challenges, obstacles, delays, stuff like that. So now these people, this group of people, their mind is very difficult, in difficult waters at the moment, because someone, a Aquarius person, is getting justice, you know. So now we're looking at, they weren't being fair, they weren't bringing any balance into themselves, it was more conflicts. I want sparkling ideas for my own family, my own happiness. So like, maybe go and break people's hearts. So they start doing secret rituals, cold, power tripping, you know. So now they're tripping over their own laces. Now they're bumping their heads. And now their head's in difficult waters. Why? Because that's sickness, that's mental illness. When you want to create conflicts and stuff. So now someone's being very conflicted by their career, maybe reputation, or how they created their own professional achievements, or is behind destruction, conflicts. So now someone's moral conditions is up in upheaval, all right? Lack of direction, that's why they can't face their life right now. Life goals is up in the air, okay? Because now someone's probably fighting, maybe a King of Cups, or maybe a air sign person. Maybe they were fighting over projects, being very imbalanced, not being nice, turning their back from Aquarius person, maybe create imbalances. But little do they know, behind their back, while they're fighting, the justice always stayed in the Aquarius person. All right, what God made for you is for you. All right, so you come out with victory. Just keep talking to God and your ancestors, because you're guided by the angels. That brings you reliability to your energy and enthusiasm. Someone's got the enthusiasm and energy. Maybe someone feels defeated. All right, when it comes to a battle with maybe 5 people, 10 people, take it to resonate at work. Someone came in with promiscuity, but use your intuition, boy. Use your intuition. Because someone's looking for rock bottom, painful ending. But the angels are here to guide you. Just put away the old, focus on the new, your self-mastery. Keep talking to God. Maybe you're looking at an investor, maybe King of Pentacles, looking at a Wheel of Fortune. Very happy with a Leo person. Ending his options, maybe. Being single, different perspective. Working with the Empress. Someone is a Queen of Wands, looking at this leap of faith with a King of Wands. So now maybe somebody wants to work with a counterpart, doing a lifestyle change after a battle. Someone's coming in very blunt, maybe to a sweetheart, over insight, into stalking. Someone's defending their wish fulfillment, maybe the Emperor. All right? Self-mastery. Sometimes when we do self-mastery, you can look a bit tacky. So someone look at you and say, no, don't bring that person in our cycle. They don't look good, but the work is good. So let's take the work. But you know what? When you're working, sometimes you have mistakes as part of the progress. Don't watch what people say, what you look like. You know what you got, all right? You've got your self-mastery. It's not your clothes you bring back. No, it's not. It's your wisdom. It's your knowledge that makes the soul evolve, all right? We're looking at a revolution, okay? Because somebody's working on a fight. An earth sign person wants to fight an air sign person over their work. They've been spying, stalking. Now someone's up at night, worried. Okay, that someone's mind's come to calmer waters, maybe an air sign person. But we're looking at stalking, but you've been guided by the angels. Bring some balance, bring some patience. All right, now someone's crying at night, worried, left in the dark by themselves. When you create a battle and a fight, makes you can defend your own fight by yourself. So now someone's heartbroken, maybe a fucking tourist person, feels left out in the cold for lying, for spying, now crying at night in the nightmare. That should have been a sweet mare, but now it's your mare at night. Never mind, devil. Looking at the evil, trying to block out a sweetheart or a loving person, maybe a Aquarius person, or maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person is upset about maybe someone walking away, maybe a baby mama. I tried to be a baby mama for one reason only, so now you can mama on your own. All right? So now someone's looking at feeling left out in the cold when it comes to finances, or maybe someone feels up in the cold because they don't have no intuition, no creative ideas, no nothing, so they lack the direction. Why? Because someone's heartbroken. Maybe a water sign person's walking away, maybe. Maybe they're walking away to find their own friendship with themselves. Maybe they feel like this contract is not very good, or a partnership. Two low bottom people. All right? Looking at fairness, balance, truth, okay, to bring out the heart into a unity. Remember this heart. Hey, unity, the heart and the seat of the soul. You put the divine masculine and the divine feminine back in the heart. Hey, and to bring a manifestation, complete your work. Because someone's looking at Tower moment, maybe with the devil, going within and saw this madness of like maybe being trapped in maybe a marriage something or institution because it was a delay due to a secret deception. Now someone feels like they got no empathy. Queen of Wands got no empathy, man. No empathy. Okay. Broken heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. Just water the heart, my darlings, all right? Don't add no more to the conflict. Just tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and the vampire goes away. Okay? So now we're looking at the heart. Was a bit confused, but now the heart is pumping very heavy. Lots of like, you know, what do you call that word? You know when you, but you know that, oh, butterflies. But somebody doesn't want someone to walk away. So they're holding on, being very possessive. Why? Greed for long-term desire. Okay? So now someone's conflicted with their own emotion when it comes to their own fulfillment. Now they're conflicted. Why? Because they've got too many rivals. Create too many rivals, man. Remember, the soul is like a footprint. You do leave emissions. All right? Because now someone is looking at happily ever after with a higher priestess. That's got lots of sparkling ideas that came in with a special surprise. But guess what? Oh no, focus on a third-party person, maybe a Leo person. Take it as it resonates. Now we're looking at a situation, maybe a higher priestess. You could be a tarot reader. Maybe you see this underlying feeling of a conflict with a Leo person when it comes to promiscuity because you're using your intuition. Use your intuition, man. Bring justice. Come inside the justice system and the spirituality and come and be the witness of someone's heart being weighed. Oh, look, I just said someone's heart being weighed. Hey, come inside. You're all welcome, but behave yourself. Behave yourself. This is God's house. Wipe your feet before you come inside. All right? Use your intuition. Someone's walking with love on their sleeve and they're looking at a higher priestess as a happily ever after. All right? Because now somebody wants to turn around now. They had to put it on hold for a minute. So we have to be patient when it comes to maybe someone learning about love or someone saying, I love you, I miss you. And the divine feminine can say, listen, you little BC. And then they can have makeup, you know? Someone's looking at love, someone's looking at support, all right? Use your intuition, collective, okay? You will be rewarded, we'll have success, all right? You will bring balance, fairness, truth. Just have that beautiful adventure. Just balance out that promiscuity, but just go in and be adventurous, you know? Someone's very passionate when it comes to being rewarded with the intuition. Someone feels like they're telepathically connected to someone, so we're looking at balance. All right, balance brings you the ability to defend yourself in any war. Just keep working on your self-mastery. Oops. Oh, someone's lying. Never mind. Just use your intuition. Because someone's got blocked intuition. Someone's blocked anyway. Yay! Defend yourself. There you go. Double the amount when you use your intuition. Now, someone's very upset because someone's got a very strong intuition, very strong psychic gift. So now we're talking about a very strong spiritual program, all right? And a spiritual recovery program, all right? So now we're looking at use your intuition, go within. What's above is below. Just like we have hospitals here. Hospitals means, oh my gosh, healing. Oh, my days, other people. No, healing, operation, people. Oh, something. It means something. Every word, every letter means something in the word hospital. It's really good if you look it up. Someone's lying anyway. Taurus person's lying about being intuitive. Never mind. Now they're up at night. Maybe a Taurus person when it comes to donations, investments, maybe from a King of Swords. Maybe King of Swords holding his possessions. Maybe under judgment when it comes to spiritual judgment on his path. When it comes to creating a tower on a false ground. All right? Manipulation, trickery, dickery, dark. Never mind. Find God, people. God is the way, man. Just correct your flaws. Wipe your feet before you come in. As you will be just like Genevieve Nadia. All right? So now we're looking at work. Work on your self-mastery. Because someone's blocked from work. Because they can't bring in that intuition from the work. Because someone's lying, stealing, cheating. Acting like a friend and thinking like, oh, I'm intuitive. No, they're not. They're stealing people's work. So they're not intuitive. So now people are walking away. Maybe it's a Sagittarius person or a Libra person. Walking away from a Taurus person or a Gemini person. Or maybe a Gemini person's upset. Or maybe a King of Cups is upset. Oh yeah, thinking about sparkling ideas, coming to a conflict when it comes to a higher priestess, when it comes to happily ever after. Alright? We're looking at sparkling ideas. We've got the enthusiasm. Maybe someone's in their full love, being very mature when it comes to love, being very empathetic. Alright? Tender, loving, masculine. Okay? Maybe someone's in love and thinking about higher priestess. Maybe want to work with a higher priestess, all right? Higher than the Pope, okay? Could be a tarot reader or someone does the divination tools. But someone's conflicted anyway. They bring a conflict, maybe King of Cups. Bring a conflict, rivals, challenges, maybe. And now maybe a Leo person's walking away and saying, bye. You can keep your broken heart to yourself. Somebody was relying on someone's broken heart. So they bring a promiscuity. They was relying on breaking a Leo's heart with victory. Because these people are very immature. Now, someone's got a very different perspective when it comes from an earth sign person, when it comes to reliability, when it comes to organization, when it comes to priority. You have to prioritize, all right, your own leap of faith. Have that leap of faith, all right, when it comes to healing yourself. Someone feels like someone's an inspiration, maybe a curious person. We're looking at the inventions, looking at a pioneer. We're looking at unpredictability, or someone that likes learning, because more time, air signs love to learn, all right? Everyone can be an air sign. We all have thoughts. Air signs about thoughts, all right? You can bring in your own healing, all right? Someone's looking at someone being very helpful, all right? When it comes to maybe being very analytical, very dedicated, when it comes to the healing aspect of oneself. Collective, I can see you going into your healing, okay? Just keep doing your self-mastery. Walk away from people that are possessive over resources. They're not resourceful and very secretive. When people have secrets, all right? If you're energy and you have one little secret, oh, I like someone, all you're doing is when you hold that energy, not telling someone who you really love, you're bringing other people with other secrets. And then it becomes a matrix and it becomes harder and harder. Now it's a spider web for you to try and get out of that web. Do you get what I mean? So walk away from people, things, and places that you feel is too much secrets. How do you do that? When you wake up in the morning, write your dreams down. Know who's for you, who's not for you. Because someone could be a partitioner in your energy. Okay, playing with chemistry, but be an alchemist instead, a healthy one that walks in love and truth, okay, and creates their flaws. That gives you courage when people come in to be competitive, because they're probing your resources, because they are possessive, jealous, and fixated. So now someone maybe in your energy is very suspicious. Use your intuition to give you that foreseeing, okay, because it's not just the eye, it's the feeling, it's the sensories. Use all your sensories, okay, to explore, all right, within yourself, your resources. Maybe someone's exploring a lawyer, a priest, or maybe into philosophy, okay, being more philosophical. But it seems to be energy of someone exaggerating maybe their work credentials, being very irresponsible and tactless. But when you're in the energy of honesty, everything you plant that you want goals, it will get there direct, like a Sagittarius. Because when Sagittarius, they create goals, it will get there, but they mustn't exaggerate, be irresponsible or tactless. They've got to be in the energy of being realistic. This is what brings reliability, being outspoken and loyal, all right? Maybe someone's looking at traveling as well, but we're looking at being very ambitious. Please mind that energy. I can see you going into striving, into success, but be careful of people, things, and places that are thirsty for money and status. Use your intuition, because you don't want to be frustrated, and add the energy of that matrix. You want to get out of the spider web, okay? All right? Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, use your imagination, create, be charitable, but charity starts at home first. Because if you're not good for yourself, you're not good for anyone, all right? So create peace for yourself. Because as we have the main person, King of Cups, I'll just say, I'll finish it off with this. Water signs, they're about emotions. It's about give and take. That's about feelings. That's the lesson of peace. How do you create peace within yourself? Okay, to bring heaven on earth. Remember, it starts with self, then it brings your home, then it's your neighbor, your community, and then the world. All right, just tap into your feminine and masculine energy. It's okay, masculines, to be emotions. All right, and the lotions, instead of lotion up your gal and your just rinsing out your resources. But it's not just your money, it's your energy, your feelings. Do you understand? You can't always be a player. It affects your feelings. You might think it only affects the woman's feelings. It affects yours too. It's energy. It's energy, wasted energy, that you could bring peace to yourself, to bring that magic, that natural organic magic. Okay, so that you can use your intuition and your psychic gift to make many swift movements. Okay, all right, by using your intuition or psychic gifts. Air signs, you're about intellect. Okay, the versatility of life, you being versatile when it comes to being a pioneer. More time, air signs are very unpredictable because they see things before people or like 10 years before, a year before, a day before. Air signs tend to see the future, all right? Because they're all about intellect. They're all about brotherhood. It's all about humanity. So that's the lesson of air signs, all right? Especially an Aquarius person, okay? Humanitarian, all right? So this is where you bring the energy of bringing peace to yourself because you're healing any conflicts to the soul. Why? Because the soul is born to love. It's about romance. It's about intuition. It's about the lesson of power to bring heaven on earth in you first, okay? So then now you've got the truth because you look within yourself, all right? Because you're being guided by your highest self. Do you understand? All right? Now that's earth sign, Taurus. Do you understand? Hierophant. Okay, now you're in the service of maybe being a spiritual teacher. You're putting spirituality into yourself, take it out into your community. It's not just about money all the time, people. All right. So now you're looking at your sensations. You look at the lesson of service. How are you bringing service to the people? What's your strength within you? The Leo, the lion, the regal. Do you understand? Because now we're looking at soulmates when it comes to the lion and the lioness, all right? And I think that's everyone. And now that's balance, fairness, truth. And then that is the makeup of a King of Cups, all right? And now you're bringing in your Wheel of Fortune instead of being judgment, okay? Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.